Pregame.com.
Fez, I know you've been really high on the Warriors throughout the playoffs. Grizzlies, not so much. Welcome to Pregame.tv. Teddy covers Steve Fezzik, and it's time to buy low in the NBA playoffs, or sell high, or buy, sell. What are we doing with these Memphis Grizzlies? They looked live. They were up 2-1 on Golden State. Boy, the Warriors put their foot down in Game 4. That's your team, Fez. You told me Warriors are picking to come out of the West. What are we going to do with Memphis right now?
Yeah, Memphis, we're going to sell. And Memphis, if there's one team, Teddy, we've been right on all year long. We talked about how they were in great spots. Remember when they got embarrassed by the NBA elites? They lost by 30 to the Cavs. They lost by 30 to Golden State. And they lost by 30 to the Spurs.
Yeah, it was a bad stretch.
Bad stretch. This team just can't step it up against the very top. But the great lunch pail team, Randolph, Gasol, they're a great bully. They can beat up on the medium-tier teams in good spots. The bottom line is they're just not good enough. And I think that really was exposed when in that Game 4 in the Grindhouse, where it was that was a bad barbecue. That barbecue was not aged correctly.
But let me ask you this. When it comes to Memphis, I mean, we're saying just right off these Grizzlies. They won once at Oracle, okay, which only two other teams have done all year. You know, and they won once at home, and they were able to dominate the flow in those games, really take Golden State out of their game plan. Obviously, that didn't happen in Game 4, but why do you think that what happened in Games 2 and 3 were the aberrations in this series, not what happened in Games 1 and 4?
I think that Game 2, Conley was out, and the Golden State had a sweep against New Orleans, so they were coming in overconfident, 5-0, rolling along, and with Conley hurt, I know he came back and played, they just looked past that game. They had one bad game, and then, hey, you go on the road in the NBA against a decent team in the playoffs, anyone can beat you for a game. They stepped it right back up Golden State, and they just missed their open three-pointers, and that's not what Golden State typically does. I think that the series is going to be over in 6 games.
Well, so you're saying 96 minutes. This series is. You're saying this series is over now.
It's over now. We said Golden State's getting a bye into the Final Four. We're not in the Final Four yet. I'm not going to change my position right here. Hey, it's like Memphis. They've got about as much a chance as a lawyer leaving the firm in Memphis alive. They're not going to be able to do it.
I've been waiting for a movie reference. Finally, we got one right here on Pregame.tv.